That's what happened. It doesn't mean it's good. I am saying in spite of the bad, God can bring out good. Are you getting what I'm saying? Persecution is not the will of God, but God can work in spite of the wickedness of men to still make sure that he sponsors his own plan. That's the meaning of Jireh. It doesn't mean God will provide. That's petty. It's bigger than that. Jireh means the providential God. Listen, that when you got to a point and you discovered you had a need, you discovered that the provision was already waiting ahead of time. Are you listening to this? It's deeper than that. It means that as Abraham was climbing the mountain from this side, the goat was climbing from the other side. He just didn't see it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they met at the top at the same time, and the goat was trapped. Do you know a goat? You want to trap a goat? How was the goat quiet the whole time? The providential God. The God who, listen, all you will need in the next 5 years, he has already provided. It is the mentality where you say, I know all things work together for good. Maybe you don't know who my God is. Let me introduce him to you. He is Alpha and Omega. He is in my past, he's in my present, he's in my future at the same time. This is how come I can go into tomorrow with confidence, not knowing tomorrow, but knowing who holds tomorrow. I know that all things work together for good. I called him this morning and I got the permission to share. One of the people I've been privileged to disciple right from school days, the founder of Thrive Agric. When he told me the story, I never really saw it with a bird's eye view. All I knew is this guy from a moderate, simple home in Benue State, his parents went out of the way, sent him to a private school. It must have cost them a lot. But you know, when you just think, okay, this is an investment into our future, let me give him a life we never had so that he can take care of all of us. So they gathered money, they sent him to school and all of that. Throughout school, nothing wrong. He was healthy, hale, hearty. Then he graduated. Few months after, he fell sick. At that time, one of his kidneys packed up. Are you listening to me? And he was in an ambulance in front. I was driving my car at the back, speaking in tongues, following and wondering, God, what kind of arrow is this? What kind of nonsense is this? Someone who loved the Lord, serves in church, is faithful, is doing, what is going on? I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I prayed for him. There are many times, especially that same kidney. Oh, I don't let me start sharing testimony. Especially that same kidney. Listen, even if one was cut off, another one can grow back. I've seen God in many different ways. But I prayed for him and he wasn't getting better. God, what is going on? And now this boy who finished school with great enthusiasm, he was already sending proposals. He was staying in my house. So I know, writing proposals, and all of that. He had to return back to Benue State. Just imagine, because he was sick. But then, listen to this. In Benue State, he will come out and he will see farmers. He observed their way of life. He discovered these people, they knew how to farm, but they didn't have the intelligence and the solutions to take their business round the nation. So he noticed between the time that they have their crops to storing it, to transporting it, there were a lot of gaps. I beg your pardon. Excuse that grammar. Hey, don't do it. And so he came up with a tech solution that birthed the company we all celebrate today. Listen, if he did not get sick, he would not have gone to Benue State. If he didn't go to Benue State, he wouldn't have seen the farmers. That idea would not have come. Are you listening to me? He would have been in Lagos, maybe working in a bank. They would have given him a car that he must pay back in 10 years. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but listen, we know. When he was sick, he probably didn't know that God had something bigger. But I'm training you now, so that in all things, no matter the circumstance, we know ahead of time. It's a public corporate consensus. Tell the person by his side, say, we know. This is something we all know. Oh, you don't know? We always win. You were not informed? I never lose. I never lose. It's not over until I win. You didn't know? Oh, Matakabaya. I give you 10 seconds, speak in tongues.